Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, morning. It's a morning monster. Got the monster. The market is a little sour the last hour or so. We'll talk about it. So, yeah, let's see if we can't get started here and flip it over. All trading involves a substantial risk of loss. Don't do it if you don't have money to risk. Past performance not necessarily indicative of any kind of future results. This presentation here, informational, educational, and fun, is not a recommendation to buy or sell anything, financial instrument or otherwise. And if you desire that personal financial advice, you got to hire and consult a financial advisor who has your best interest at heart. And looking at this, look at this dollar pulling back. Got that at 6:30 this morning. Bitcoin moving up overnight, midnight and 4 in the morning. Yeah, I got the alerts and my phone. I heard him. I was like, what's happening? Anyway, Monster, the namesake for the show, getting a heck of a pullback here. Missing on some earnings. About a 9% miss on the top. About a 6% miss on the bottom. I guess I'm not drinking enough Monsters to keep the company going. Anyway, Kimberly was saying last night we should be sponsored by Monster. That'd be funny, right? So, anyway, yeah, it looks like they've been just kind of coming in line here the last few earnings sessions. So, right back to the roadmap line. If we hold this, there is an echo pattern right here. These prior pullbacks that were in here kind of build a confluence right there at the roadmap line. That would be a beautiful place to hold for the next extension. Now, let's go through just a little bit of education on what that even means. So look right here. This was the swing high. This was a swing low right here. Highest high in a series. You know, candles are lower on both sides of that. That's what that means by highest high, lower, you know. And then lowest low on the swing low right down here. Removing some extra stuff out of the way here. So we've got that move right there. And we rallied right up to the 1272 extension right there. Found resistance. Pulled back to the 100. Classic. Tried to go again. A little bit higher high. Now pulling back to the roadmap line. That was all predictable. What's next? Well, at this point, if we hold the roadmap line, we could do another one of these extensions. Something like that out to the 107 or 110 area. If it can turn around and go a little higher. But it could come on down and get a little deeper. Yesterday during 30 Minutes of Awesome, I was showing how you could just use the arrows and kind of do some of this analysis. So the risk is to back down to this 90 area, which is where it consolidated before. So it could do that same pullback right there, back down to that 90 area. Yeah. And competing energy drink company, Celsius, look, did a pullback, extended out, did a pullback, and up just slightly pre-market. I don't know. Are they taking market share away from Monster? I don't know. I've had a Celsius. One of the local gas stations gives out free things every Wednesday. Today is Oreos. But they give out Celsius quite often as the free thing of the week. And I'm not as partial to Celsius. I kind of like my zero-calorie Monsters. So anyway, other stuff moving. I should probably talk about the general market here before we really dive into it. Look at that move. Ouch. We can go lower low, probably down to around this 39.50. And let me pull up a Discord chart really quickly. Hey, Al. I have this chart from Discord right here. Now that 39.51 is A equals C off of this high we had right here. A, B, C. And that makes a higher low if we maintain that 39.51.25. We maintain that as the low. That's a higher low than what we made last week. If we break that 39.4750, that's a lower low, and we reset the count once again. This doesn't look overly bullish though. And this is that move up off the low last Wednesday, Thursday. We spiked up here, and then we've kind of been on a downtrend. And can we hold it? I don't know. We'll see. That's a little bit bearish bias so far today with that move down. And yeah, see, yeah, there's the low right back there. I guess it was on the 23rd. And we made that big move up on Monday, the 27th. And then if we can maintain a higher low, say all the way down to 39.51, that would still be a positive potential here. But otherwise, we go lower low, that just moves everything over, and we have to try and start a new bullish move all over again. That's ES, the S&P 500's futures. ES itself, looking at the daily, we're just kind of not much changed from the update I did last night during 30 Minutes of Awesome. If you want to go watch that, I kind of covered this in depth, but we're stuck in this little zone here. Need to pop out. NQ, this is NASDAQ. And gotta move this over now. Stuck on the roadmap line. Not really going up, not really going down. Just stuck, waiting for a catalyst. Just stuck right in there. We have support right below us. We have, and this thing is support resistance, and we're just stuck on it. Russell may need to reach down and actually touch that roadmap line. But it's stuck consolidating just on top of it. No big updates. Dollar, it was pushing back down through that line I put on there. That's where the alert came from at like 6:30 this morning. Continued weakness on dollar can be supportive of higher prices in the stock market and in futures and stuff like that. So watching that, it's kind of funny how we predicted that back here half a month ago, and now it's happening. It's happening, sweetheart. So we'll see what happens there as the day progresses. And it's probably based on this trend, that was 3, 6, 9, 12. That was like a month, so the next move can develop over a month or more. Hey, Usman, glad to have you. So that's kind of that. Let's jump into some stuff that's moving here pre-market. We got about 7 minutes or so before the market opens. RETA was showing a pop. That just looks like a hot mess to me. Hot mess of a chart. Yeah, not really interested in anything like this until it breaks back above that. It is getting higher highs, but at this point, with that big down move, you'd have to break back above that 52 area. ONCS, yeah, nice little pop there. That's oh, Rita, you know why? That's all the way up there at 85. There's the pop. I remember that one's on StockTwits for like 100% gain. Yeah, 100 something percent gain, almost 200% gain. Right, back up to that consolidation up there. I was about to lose my mind there for a second. Yeah, there's the resistance, and looks like we're coming up right to the bottom of it. Yeah, I was just too zoomed in to even see that one. ONCS, nice pop, but lots of resistance, and that looks like it's going to zero. Losing, holy moly. If that was real numbers, that's insane amounts of money they lost. And looking like they're going to lose even more. Yeah. There's a cycle on. Let me pull that up really quickly. Hold on, let's see. I just sent that to somebody yesterday. Let me pop this up and we'll talk about that real quickly. Al, let me pop this open in a new window. There we go. Pull this over. Now look at this. If you've never seen this before, this was a research paper from January 99 to December 2013. So not the most recent, but this cycle still holds intact. Now, this is the last day of the month. So this would have been the 28th, yesterday. T1 is today. This is how the funds, this is summing institutional investor buy and sell pressure. So starting about 4 days ahead of the end of the month, so that's 5 days before the end of the month, you get big sell pressure. 1% selling. And it has a statistical significance here, denoted by the stars. And so you get that pressure, and that continues into the 3 days, 4 days out from the end of the month, then 3 days out from the end of the month, then 2 days out from the end of the month, we start to go positive, and then the end of the month, and then that carries through kind of for a couple days, and then by day 3 we're back to flat. Day 4 you can get a little bit of coming down, a little bit of pop, and then it drops back off to selling pressure by day 8 of the new month. And this is averaged monthly over whatever that was, 14 years. I don't have a new up-to-date piece of this. This is if you went and Googled this, you can find this research paper online. This is just one page out of it, one figure. So that's the monthly cycle. There's selling pressure about 4 to 5 days before the end of the month. We get buying pressure right into the end of the month, and then it drops off quickly by the 3rd day. Interesting, right? Anyway, the longer we stay below 4,000, though, the more CTA pressure, computerized trading algorithm pressure, is going to be towards selling into this new month. So Lion getting a little pop there. Pretty good pop, really, based on the numbers, but it's got a long way to go to get back up to where it was prior to this big drop off, and it's like a drop off, death, and then came back to life. We'll see what happens there. That's not something I would touch. Just pulling these up because they're moving. But SPRT, dang, that's a heck of a pop. Earnings pop. Losing tons of money, but losing less than anticipated. I guess the market liked it. It's good. That looks like a dangerous situation. I know they're working on some kind of crazy drug or something like that, but that's dangerous. Dangerous stuff right there. SDGR. The resistance is right there. Schrodinger. If you don't look at the stock, does it exist? Anyway. Get back to that. There we go. I can see the chat again. All right. Resistance right up there, 28, and that's looks very proportional here. Let's see. Didn't just barely overlap, so that looks like it's kind of correctional. Not the best news. May see a move right up into that resistance and then a deep retrace. And what do I mean by a deep retrace? Probably something right back down in this area, right around here. So we can see that one rally right up to there, which it's almost up there. And then we can see this come all the way back down here, back to 19 area. Duolingo, yeah, man, look at that. It has this resistance right in here. Need to see it pop above that for continued higher. But that is a move. That is some volatility. Look at that. Look at those swings. Consolidating on the bottom. If we can break out, though, that's... Oh, there's the market open. And losing money, though. Be careful. YNN. That's a China Bull shares. Looks like it's on the way down, kind of. Ampy. Not a huge move, but getting up a little bit. If it can break out over this 930 area, we could see 11. BGS, nice little pop right into the roadmap line. Payo, just sideways. That's not really going anywhere. Nice pop, but there's a big drop. Looks like it's going in the toilet on performance shipping. Novavax also getting hit. Nice big drop. That looks pretty bad. They got to borrow more money. Things that cost money, things that lose money, bad environment for them. MQ also looking pretty horrible. XMTR also looking pretty horrible, losing tons of money. A lot of these things may not make it. FHN, oh, this is local bank. This is Tennessee local bank, and they got smacked down. Whew. They've got resistance right, or support right there, but if they break below that, they could fill this gap down to here. It used to be First Tennessee Bank, and they renamed it to First Horizon Bank. And it could rally back up, but that looks pretty sketch. BRSP, probably going to go lower low. The support is right there where the double bottom is. Could it make a triple bottom? We'll see. TSVT. God, these look horrible. All these charts look horrible. NIO, grabbing some stuff off of StockTwits. NIO looks like it's going to go lower. Rivian also looks pretty bad. Almost to the targets. And then we break below that target. This one's the next one at $9. Lilly. Also, it's got support right in this zone. Lilly makes money, but it's right in the support zone. Yeah. PBR. Is that Petrobras or whatever? Petrobras. And not really doing much. I mean, look at that. It's consolidating the same area where it likes to consolidate. Tried to break out, couldn't do it, and just right back to the consolidation area. KSS, Coles, getting a drop, but that could be, let's see, is that the measured bounce setup? A little deep for it. We break back above. Let me fix this. We get back about 30. This one can do a significant run. 39 would be the bearish target. 51 would be the bullish target. Lows, just consolidating on the roadmap line. Nothing interesting there. And FSLR, nice little pop up back up to the highs. I do expect it to retrace to that roadmap line sometime in the next little bit. All right, that's kind of what I had moving for today. A little bit bearish bias, at least down to 39.51 or so on the futures. Have to zoom this up, get a little lower time frame. Yeah, looks like we reached down there, tried to get it. Yeah, we're at 39.60. May go. I don't know. We'll see. Have a great day, everybody. I'll be back with you again tomorrow. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the bell with the little quote thingers to get notified when I go live. I go live pretty much every day of the week. And on Tuesdays, I do it twice. I'll see you around. Have a great day.